You see that? Buy 100. Buy. I don't know if it'll work, but we need to have a serious conversation. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is on this. But before I explain those plays, you guys gotta listen to my little rant. One, we're gonna be streaming tomorrow, 6 a.m. So join that. You could come trade live, and well, I'll trade live and you could trade too, and we'll talk, and yeah. But understand the purpose of that. Understand the purpose of this video. I'm put a big amount of money. I'm going to explain to you the reason why I'm playing this, but I want you to understand, I hope I'm wrong. Why? Because just because you're seeing me put a lot of money down, you should learn this hard lesson that when it does lose, or if it does lose, and it's not like I'm trying, I'm putting my real money. I'm not trying to screw myself over. Obviously, you think I'm good, but at the same time, do not trust people on the internet. Do not blindly follow somebody on the internet. Do not, do your own research and understand. Yeah, you're like, oh, well, I trust you on this. You're doing, believe me, don't ride the wave. It might work, it might not. Understand different accounts, different financial goals, different situations. If I had a different amount of money, I probably wouldn't do this play. If, there's different things going on with this. It's not like you're saying, Josh Answers, if you were down to your last $1,000, how would you make it again? And I'm like, easy, we're doing this play. It's not gonna work like that. So want to make sure you're aware. And somebody they commented on my video and they're like, well, I don't see you making any live trades, this and that. I actually made a lot of trades on that account on YouTube, and I lost like $2,000. We made some back, but I did good on my other account. But at the same time, I even said to that person, if you don't see the value, if you could come to that, watch me trading live, hear us talking about the market, ask questions, and we talked about plays. We bring up the plays. If you listen and you know your shit with options and you ask the right questions, we've already had people make money. But if you're there to just get plays and watch something executed in real time, and you can't, or if you simply can't find the value and you can't find a way to get better trading by being in that environment, in that chat room of the diversity, the different types of investments, I love it. Honestly, it's great. Then, it's probably not for you. So there's something we need to talk about, and it's Facebook, okay? So I want to explain why they got sued. Oh wait, I can't show you guys. I'm not going to show you my position. I'm not going to show you all of it. I did buy a lot of puts. I bought about $5,000 worth of puts so far today. I want to buy more, but I want to scale in on them because the puts are really expensive right now. And I'm saying that, understand that I'm taking, of that $18,000, I'm not going on anything else. I'm not playing Amazons, anything like that. There's the ones on the other account, but I'm selling those, I sold everything, and I want to just play Facebook, and it has to do with everything going on, where they are. And for me, I have a big position on them too. I have a huge position, and I'm actually worried about them. So for me, this is a hedge, and I want to play it a little bigger. Hold on, my phone's ringing. I got a phone call. We'll answer this one later. But taking a look here, what do we got? Let me zoom this in. So this is the 3-year, so it doesn't really look too good. See, Facebook's chart's so low, it's making it difficult for the camera. I haven't really had this problem too often. But there it is on the 1 year. It still hasn't really hit those lows, but the problem was they dropped a lot the other day, which raised the implied volatility. That was a lot of volume, which was more volume on the stock yesterday than today, but they got sued, and this is the issue. I want to explain the news with it. So looking at the chart, it's not going to do much. There's two things with it, and this is what I'm worried about. One, I got a big put position. I am also, tomorrow, I'm going to look to get some calls to hedge it or sell further puts because I have so many puts I own. I can be protected, and I want to sell other calls. So that's one of my plans. And why do I say that? Is because they have earnings, and they've been beaten down so much, they could do really good. But now the issue here is they just got sued by the DC District Attorney, and now this is stemming from the April interview Mark Zuckerberg had in Congress, and it's related to the Cambridge Analytica scandal. So what's happening is they're getting sued over privacy data, but the biggest thing that's coming about it is they're sure it's going to cost them money. The complaint, they're seeking punitive damages or monetary damages, but then at the same time, the next thing that they're looking for is for changes. They said they are also looking for changes in the privacy policy and how Facebook conducts its business is something they want to institute. And this is the main part because, one, we're going to start seeing a lot of the effects, a lot of the negative repercussions from the past Facebook stuff. We could see it coming into the earnings, but now this could hurt it even more. One, Cambridge Analytica had a huge negative effect. We saw the follow through, and again, it took time to develop. That's why with these puts, I'm a scaling right here. It's weak, but I'm also really prepared to lose a lot of money on these and average down and build out my position and get something settled that's good. So that's the main part. That's a big aspect to everything. But with Facebook, you know, we're going to see the earnings come out, or we're going to see how those other scandals, and again, watch how the time frame and how long it takes for these negative news to play out. Cambridge Analytica and what happened. You guys, we look at the chart. It's easy to see when that occurred. That was right here before the earnings, but then again, that's why I'm worried. It had all that negativity, then earnings came and it went up. But at the same time, that was huge for the stock, and you saw what happened the days to come. So I'm waiting for it to fall off a cliff. It has already been trading weird. It's been trading like a Chinese stock. It's been trading kind of like Google. But essentially, the big worry I have, and this could have huge implications on tech stocks, is that if the DC attorney in their complaint is able to recommend changes, and that's part of what Facebook agrees to not get screwed over, then that could mean, you know, and they said, the DC attorney specifically said they want to do it to send a message to other people in the space. They're going to use this to try to get Facebook to accept crazy terms, but this is starting regulation now. This is government regulation. This was the issue. This was scary when Google was asked this the other day at their meeting. They said, do you want the government to start telling you what to do with your data, with people's privacy? That's scary for the industry. That could be costly. That could change. It's going to either cost money up front, cost money to implement, but that's the thing I'm worried about. So that's the first part of bad news that's bad with Facebook. The next part, this came out the day before, the same day, just hours before, or the night before, but there was a report now again through Yandex, and this was a Russian tech company, and you could see their stock, you know, they're actually one to look at, because they kind of lead the market when it goes down. I like to look at them as a gauge to even both Russia, tech, and other stuff, but you could take a look at their chart. They're kind of like Facebook, and they start to fall off the cliff prior, but I don't think they didn't have the same drop-off in April. But that company essentially is a Russian tech company, and they did some research report and did some claims that Facebook now was giving preferential treatment of your data to big companies like Microsoft, IBM, and other stuff. And that's stuff that came out today that IBM, and I wonder, you know, they're saying now, first they said Russia has been meddling with the elections, Russia has been hacking. Now today they said China's hacking, but they would always bring up Facebook. I can't wait to see how China's interaction with Facebook and what gets said with that, but social media is definitely, they have their own Weibos and stuff like that in China, so it's different. But to see how this all plays out is going to be interesting. But the news report is, again, another issue at the privacy thing. If that explodes, if that goes bigger, there's just a lot of negative stuff. The stock's been beaten down, and then that's the next thing, though. It's been beaten down so much, that's why I'm cautious. I'm going to look to balance it with calls, or even just balance it with calls on the general market is what I'm thinking about. But I'm scared it might even go up on itself. Who knows if Zuckerberg or anybody pulls something off. But we're going to see. But all in all, I'm making that play. I'll share, you know, come to the stream and ask me about it. I'd love to share with you. Maybe if you guys know who I am, you know how I am. I like to, you know, you could talk to me. I'll talk to you about it, but I'm not going to feed it to you. That's no fun. So it's going to be interesting. Look into this news, watch the developments, but this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm looking at it. So I want you guys to learn from it. That's the whole point of this, is so you could paper trade and get an idea of how to learn news, how to spot these plays, go shop for the options, go hunting on the option chain, find out the best one for you, and find out a play that's going to work. So that's pretty much it. I love you guys. Hopefully this helps. Subscribe, like, give me a hug, I love you, whatever, bye.